Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. The Gamecocks offense will get the ball first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And the Gamecocks in the hurry up.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Hands it off. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not closes. He got trying to deliver it, and he'll bring up 4th down.
Money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect.
Where you at? You home?
Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to.
I'll probably ride out there throwing that.
And now forcing the 4th down.
And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it.
I'll probably just head out there.
And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
So Georgia's offense will have its first possession.
I'm going to play these 2 games, and then I head out.
Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look solid. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is bound to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man. He is the guy. He is priority number 1.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense set. searching for a hole. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. Got room to work. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Fit it in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. And down he goes back at the 3. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Handoff to the single running back. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Well, the defense can smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with...
There he goes! Touchdown, Dogs! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's the return. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Throwing on the rock. And it was was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And on defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Williams. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Snagged out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
To the air on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with the lone back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Georgia going up tempo. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabs it in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Complete downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Quarterback making adjustments. Now the play fake. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They want to run it left here. And he's... Lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about.
There he goes. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Flights it out of the air. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to power their way ahead. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Finds a little space. It's a running room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes 1 play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Sweet cut there. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go on top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
This has got to... Pointing if you're the offense, guys, you're expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll try the run. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
Ernie on the Jets at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
At the 9.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Looking left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of...
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without... And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paid the holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Power football with the run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt teams 6 times tonight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. We're ready to get another look at this offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Yeah, I feel that.
Great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Shoots it to the left. It falls incomplete and will change into the field.
Okay. All right. I will.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch into the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They're working that left side. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tackled at the 44. Offense is solid. Will be on downs.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know the defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. The inside handoff. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here lately.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. And the missed connection on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little reward to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way. Looking pretty good.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Oh, better look out. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. Elevates over his man. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. is you have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team to